All right, all you night readers. And let's see what we got going on here. What is going on? Okay. Wheat Tins, Kay, Jesse Angel, Chanel, Christina, Shivani. It's nice to have you all here. Wait, what happened? What happened to what? I don't know, Wheat Tins. What happened to what? All right, so let's get started. Shivani, is P my life partner? Is P your life partner? Oh, did it? I'm sorry. No, I am still here. I'm glad you can hear me. That's important. It makes readings a lot more difficult to understand if you can't hear me. I'll tell you that. It does. All right. So, is P your life partner? Let's see what we get. So, Kay, I see you have two questions up there. Which one would you prefer? My new deck is not here yet, but it could be here any minute. The UPS driver is 3 stops away, of course, right? But even if they got here like right before the show, I still wouldn't have had time to really get a good look and get a good idea about them. So who knows? Who knows when we will see them? But we will see them soon enough, right? Yeah. So, okay, which question would you prefer I answer? About Ingrid or about A? Anyhow, Shivani, is P your life partner? I think you are going to get some a very clear message about this, right? Swords are all about messages and communication, and I think that communication is going to be new, and it's going to be very clear. And I think you guys, I think you will, that will help you a lot. The Queen of Cups says you want a very close relationship with P, and that's exactly what you're asking, right? It talks all about close relationships with the Queen of Cups, and well, that's basically what you're asking me, right? It's going to be a happy, successful. Is this going to be a happy, successful relationship? Yes. Is it going to be emotional and healing? Yes, it is. Is P your life partner? I think P is going to be a perfect spouse for you. I think P is going to turn out to be a perfect spouse for you. I think you're a little afraid, right? I think you are a little bit afraid, and I think you feel like you have to protect yourself some. And of course, I understand that. You're a little defiant. You're a little bit sensitive to things. And you put your walls up. You're a little wary of everything that's going on. Now, you've been hurt. Maybe you've been hurt before. Maybe you haven't. But it still doesn't mean that you can't, be a bit defensive for yourself. I think you will I think you have some good plans. I think there's a lot of potential there. I think that you and P can work together very well as a partnership, right? A relationship and a partnership, they kind of go together, don't they? Yeah. So I think things are going to, I think ideas are going to have to change a little bit, right? People are going to have to look at things in different directions, in different ways. And once that happens, I think you and P will be able to get together and have this relationship that you want, because I do think that P is going to be a good match and a good spouse, right? A good life partner for you. All right, sorry about that, guys. I don't know what happened, but something did. I was also doing this morning oracle cards to go along with the reading. So your question of is P your life partner? We can pick an oracle card out to go with it, just as a little clarification, right? And I have Clean It Up as your oracle card. So I think, going along with that, the hangman at the end, right? Having the hangman at the end, where I said you're going to have to think about things a little differently. Things might have to change a little bit in thinking. I think things are going to have to be tidied up a little bit to get everything together. And once it does, then I think things will go okay. All right, Shivani? So thank you for your question. Yeah, Christina, I knew it went bad there for a second, and that's why I just waited. I waited it out. I don't know what's going on. This is like 2 days in a row now that funky things have been happening with my internet, and I don't know why. But we'll see. What should your focus be for the month of October? What should your focus be for the month of October? Let us see. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking to see. I'm connected to my own network, so that's important. Don't know. I do not know. I saw Dr. Mystical the other night riffle shuffle the Light Seers Tarot, and I have to say it was very impressive because it's very hard. These cards are so thick. It's like, I mean, they're like so thick. You can see how thick they are. They're like a huge piece of cardboard. They're thick. Like, I mean, that's 78 cards, right? And Anna.K is 78. I mean, all tarot decks are 78 cards, but look how much thicker this deck and this deck are from each other. It's like that's how much thicker they are. All those cards slide right off the top. That's a lot of cards right there, I'll tell you what. So, yep, that is a lot of cards. So, doing a riffle shuffle on those is definitely difficult to do. But he did it. He was using light seers the other day, and he was able to do it. It was amazing. I was quite amazed. All right, so let's see. What should you focus on for the month of October? You guys are going to love the new deck. I'm sure you may have seen it before other places and stuff, and that's okay. Nothing wrong with that, but I got to tell you. All right, so now we're back again. Again, I don't know what is going on tonight. All of a sudden, it just seems like there's a lot of things going on. Very weird. I don't get it either, but okay. All right, so what should you focus on for October? And of course, we get the 9 of Wands again. All right. And let's see what we get here. Sorry, hold on one second. All right, so I think you really need to focus. The things you need to focus on for October, Christina, are, first off, I think you need to focus on the relationship. I think you really need to focus on your relationship, because I don't know if things are going in the direction you want them to. I'm not positive that that's happening. Hey, my new cards were delivered, by the way. That's a great thing. Told you they'd be here anytime, right? Of course. But yeah, I think you really need to rely on that relationship. Or not rely, excuse me, focus on it. I think you need to focus on it, because I'm not sure that things are going exactly the way that they should be going. I think you're being torn in many directions, very many directions. I think you need to start saving some money so that you can become a little more, just a little bit more, but a little more independent. I'm not saying that you're not, and I'm not trying to say anything bad. I'm not saying anything bad, that's for sure, ever. But I think that that's what you want. I think you really want to be more independent. So I think if you are saving, I think that will work to your advantage. I think, moving in a new direction might be the best thing for you in October. October is going to be a month of thinking about that, right? Focusing again on moving in new directions and doing it quickly. Judging the things that are going on around you, developing new connections with people, and restoring yourself back to the way you used to be. Because I have to say, right, you want that relief. You want to feel relieved of all the stress that's going on, because right now, again, you feel like you have to protect yourself, just like we had talked about just a minute ago in the other reading, that, yeah, I think you have to protect yourself. And I don't know that that is really going to work for you if, in the long run. So it's something to focus on, again, for the month of October. So let's see Let's see if we can tie this all together with a nice oracle card. Treasure Island. There you go. It's all about finding the place that is going to make you happy. It's going to have the treasure. You can see you don't exactly know where Treasure Island is because, there we go, if it focuses, Treasure Island moves around because Treasure Island is actually the back of a turtle. So, Treasure Island could be anywhere, right? And what's the treasure? Oh, the treasure could be a lot of things, but if you look way in the background there is a face. There is that face. Yeah, there you go. Now you can see it for sure. I thought for a minute there I was looking at my own reflection, but no, not quite. I don't have orange skin. Maybe it's Donald Trump. Oh my gosh. Just kidding. Just kidding. We don't talk politics, I know. All right, so those are the things I would suggest you work on. You got to find your own treasure island, right? Before it gets away, before it swims off into somewhere else. All right, Chanel. This guy you're dating and seeing and dating, is that the same thing, I guess? I'm guessing. Okay, good. Has been really sweet. Aw. How nice. It's about time. He's been really sweet and good to you. And so you want to know what are his real intentions? What's he really getting at? What is he getting at? Christina, am I going to do an unboxing video? I might do an unboxing video. There's so many of them out there, though, right now for this deck, that another one might just be redundant. But you never know. It gets people to come and look at me, look at my videos and look at my channel. I don't mean look at me personally, because I don't really care. People don't see me anyway. They just see what I do. But I don't know, maybe an unboxing video will be a good idea. I can do that sometime later after the show. Chanel, what's his... I love how you tell me all these wonderful things, wonderful things about the guy and how wonderful he's been, and he's terrific and he's been so nice to you. And then it's like, okay, so what's he really want? What's he really want? Because things can never be that good, could they? Things can't truly be that good and be real. You can't have realistic things like that happen and they actually are good. I understand. Christina, yeah, there you go. The reading was spot on as of what is happening right now. Yes. Hey, Marissa, hello, and Bianca. It's great to have you all. Jen's World, welcome back. Thank you for being here. It's nice to have you here. You've been here. You've been coming a lot to a lot of the different shows, and I do appreciate that. So, oh, and Mary Ellen. Mary Ellen, welcome back. It's great to have you here too. So, Chanel, you're approaching this with caution. I get it. I understand. Things in the past haven't always gone perfectly wonderful. And, well, now that things are going wonderfully, right? Kind of wonderful. Well, you are... I should have had the 9 of Wands, right? You are protecting yourself. Or the 7 of Wands where you're in the snow globe. That would have been a good one. So here's what I think his true intentions are with you. I don't know his initial. I don't know his name. I don't know anything about him, and I don't need to. I don't need to know. I know enough already. Hey, Star. I think he is looking... I think he's knocking at the door right? Because he wants you to open the door to you. He wants you to open the door to yourself. He wants you to open up to him, right? Okay, that's what I'm really going with. He wants you to open up to him, and he wants to be able to plant that seed of hope, and that seed, he wants the relationship seed to be planted so that things can get better and bigger and grow, right? The Ace of Pentacles is all about growing new things, something new growing, some new goals, a very clear purpose. And I think that's what he has. Now, I see here, so I see that with him, right? That's him. And I see you right next to him. Judgment. Because I think that's exactly what's going on. I just think, right, you are judging him. You are. Right? Right, Chanel? I mean, that's exactly what's going on. You are judging him based on past relationships. He's been very nice to you. He's been wonderful. He's been very sweet and very good to you. And now you are judging him on past relationships because you think, when is the other shoe going to drop, right? Or when are things going to go bad because everybody else who was nice to me in the beginning turned out terrible. They all turned out to be jerks. Well, so now you're being a little judgmental. Okay, fine. It happens. I understand. You don't know what to expect. The 5 of Cups and the 4 of Cups, right? You've got both of them right here, not back to back, but they're still in the same reading. 4 and 5 of Cups. I think you're a bit frustrated because you're not used to this whole somebody treating you nice and not having some ulterior motive. So I think you're kind of frustrated because you don't know what to do. You don't know how to act. You just don't know, right? So you kind of isolate yourself when you can. When you have the opportunity to not talk to him, you don't make an opportunity. You're not making an effort to reach out to him. And this is only what I'm thinking from what I'm seeing, okay? I'm only telling you what this is from what I see in cards. So if I'm wrong, and I could be completely wrong, that's what I'm seeing here. I think he has pretty much had to do all of the setup work, right? When it comes to the relationships and stuff, I think he's had to set up everything. I think he's had to be the one to call you or text you or get in touch with you and say, hey, let's go here, let's go there, let's do this or do that. And then when you're not going somewhere, I don't think you get in touch with him at all. I think you have no contact. I think you wait and see when he's going to get in touch with you. Okay, is he going to get in touch with me? Is it going to take 1 day? Is it going to take 2 days? Is it going to take a week? What's it going to take? And you wait and you let it happen because you are isolating yourself because you're being a bit judgmental. No, I don't say anything bad. I don't say anything bad about doing that and being that way. I understand. I really do understand. And, I know we've talked in other readings about bad relationships, so I do get it. But the Emperor tells me that this guy, and I don't know his name. Like I said, I don't need to know. But this guy he's very structured in the way he is. I think he was brought up in a household that had a very strong structure relationship structure, right? Maybe parents who were very structured or grandparents that were very structured. And someone somewhere down the line gave him the impression, or not the impression, but the know-how, how to treat someone and be really nice about it. And I think that's what's going on, right? He makes you feel secure. He makes you feel very stable when you're together. And by doing that, it's got you completely frustrated because you don't know what to do. I think things are going to be all right. I think his true intentions are truly good intentions. Like I said, we'll go to the Oracle cards and see what we get, right? And I get Yang, the opposite of Yin, right? Yin and Yang. So you got to figure what does Yang mean, right? What's Yang mean? Yang means I don't know what Yang means. Darn it. I thought I would know right away, but I don't. There we go. So it is a man with creativity associated with happiness, sunshine, and light. Yeah, okay, so there you go. So that's what that means. That's what that means. So is that not a good thing? Is that not what you really want it to be? Because yin, the other half of yang, yin and yang, right? That's what you get. I know everybody thinks it's yin and yang, yin yang. No, it's yin and yang. Some people know, some people don't. But I will say yin is the female version of it, right? This is all about heat, and it's all about fire, and it's all about flames, and right? And yin is all about the feminine part of it, right? The female part. There's yin. You can see with all the pink, right? It's all about the female part. So you've got the light blue here for the boy and the pink for the girl. It's like a baby, right? It's like a baby party telling you what's what. And this is all about the feminine and water and emotion, right? Water is emotion. This is all about masculine and sunlight and fire and passion. They are the two of them together make one whole thing. They make one whole, right? They are one together. And that's what you've got. So stop being judgmental. Stop it. Shouldn't know. You know, you guys, all of you, I am your biggest fans. I root for you all the time for all the things that go on in your lives, all the things we ever talk about here. I try to remember as many of them as I can. And I am always your biggest supporters. Right, Jesse Angel? Jesse Angel? Are we talking about babies again? All right. I love when we do baby talk with Jesse Angel. Jesse Angel wants to have a baby. She wants to be pregnant next month. She wants to be pregnant next month. Come on, Empress, right? Come on, Empress. Give us the Empress. doesn't look good. Why does that look so bad? All right. So you're having dreams. You had dreams about kids, children, and you've been feeling funny. Did you eat a clown? It's an old joke. There's an old joke. 2 cannibals were eating a clown. And one cannibal looked up at the other cannibal and said, "Does this taste funny to you?" Oh, I know. Bad dad jokes. Yep. Does this taste funny to you? Anyhow, I think there's a bit of a burden on you to, again, I think we've had this talk before, Jesse Angel, and I'm almost positive we have, because I can... No clown. Ew. Oh, Unstruck. Hey, thanks for being here, and thank you very much for your donation. I will get to your reading right next if you post your question. I think you are stressing this way too much, Jesse Angel. I think you're stressing over this, I should say. All right? It's a burden. It's weighing down. It's weighing on your mind all the time. And that is a burden to you. And I got to tell you, the more you burden yourself, the less likely it'll be that you have a baby. It'll be less likely that you get pregnant. The more you stress yourself over this. I'm not saying that the two of you are breaking up, even though this is the 3 of Swords, which is all about heartbreak and pain and moving on. But it's also about challenges, all right? And I think the whole idea of having a baby and getting pregnant is a challenge for you. And I think it's a big change. It's a big change that you are looking at in your life, right? You're looking to have this big change come along. And that's not a bad thing, because of course, having a baby is going to be a very big change. It's going to be huge. All the time, right? Forever, for the rest of your life. Once you have a baby, and they're nice and they're cute and they're about this big, right? And you hold them and they're, 6 or 7, 8 pounds maybe. And they're so cute. And then next thing you know, they're 50 years old and they're much, much bigger. And now they're 200 pounds and 6'2". And they're saying, "Hey, Ma, can I move back into the basement?" It doesn't matter, right? Once you become a parent, you are a parent for life. There is no going back. There is no give backs. There's no trade-in policy. There is no nothing. So yes, huge changes, absolutely. Babies are huge changes because life will be changed forever. I think you're struggling with this. I think you're struggling with this whole idea. Not that you don't want it. I'm not saying you don't want it. I'm just saying that it's a struggle. And the stress and the burden of it all, of the stress and the challenges of, and the changes that you know are going to last for a lifetime, really make you struggle with this. And again, by stressing and struggling and all this stuff, it does not make it any easier for you. So it's great that you're having dreams about children, right? And it's great that you've been feeling funny in a good way. However, you gotta pump the brakes a little. Slow down. Give your body some time to adjust, right? It's going to be hard work. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be hard work. Is it going to be next month? Again, I'm going back to, I don't really think so. I don't think it's going to be next month unless, okay, there is an unless in this. So is it going to be next month? No, unless you get rid of this and this, right? Get rid of all of this stress and things, then you have a chance, right? The change is going to be there no matter what. The hard work is going to be there no matter what. But the stress and all that stuff has got to go away before it happens. All right, let's do an oracle card for you and see what we can wrap this up with. Unstruck, I see your question. Again, thank you so much for donating. All right. Our oracle card is love. Now, there you go. See, it's all about love. You have to just let go and let love move you forward. How appropriate. How appropriate for our children reading. Let go of the stress. Let go of the struggle and just let love do its thing. Because then when you least expect it, things will go your way. Okay? Something to think about. Just saying. But Jesse Angel, that's what I see for you. I talk from experience. My kids are in their 30s. Well, two of them are, excuse me. One of them is going to be 30 next month. No, he'll be 29 next month, excuse me. Oh my gosh. He'll be 29 next month, and he and his fiance, they just got engaged 2 months ago, and now they just found out she's pregnant. Yeah. So they're in for a big awakening. Luckily, the little Night Reader baby will have Grandpa Night Reader here to help. So, I have to do the reading for Unstruck because Unstruck has donated. You love the donuts. See? I love donuts. I know what you meant. Yes, absolutely. Let love do its thing. That's a good message, right? Is that a good message, I hope? I hope. OG Mask readings are random and donations take priority, and Unstruck has been generous and donated. So, here we are doing Unstruck's question. So, what does Marina think and feel for you, Unstruck? She's a Cancer and you're a Taurus. A Taurus? No, not a tourist or a tortoise. Okay, I'm going to tell you right off the bat, the Cancer and Taurus thing, to me personally, Unstruck, doesn't mean anything because I don't know anything about astrology. I don't do anything with astrology. It doesn't mean anything to me personally because I don't know what it's supposed to mean. but it doesn't mean my readings are not still accurate. Because I'm pretty good lately, I'll tell you. I get better and better all the time. Number one. Number two, I didn't start off so bad, I don't think. All right, so what does Marina think and feel for you? I think Marina feels very confident in whatever it is, whatever you have together right now, whatever you actually have going on, whether it's a relationship or a friendship or it's something that you want to become, that you just want to ask Marina out on a date, whatever you want it to be. I think she feels very, very confident that things are. She feels very confident that she's going to be able to feel. She feels the same way as you do. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. I think you have a lot. I think there's a lot of people supporting you, supporting both of you, and I just think that she's looking for that successful relationship just like you are. Now, right now, I think you feel like you're left out of this whole thing because things haven't gone exactly the way you want. Things haven't moved forward or progressed the way you've expected them to. So you have put yourself in the snow globe of wands, right? And you are protecting yourself so you don't get hurt. Because you really are not sure if what Marina thinks or what Marina is feeling. You're not sure, so you have to protect yourself, right? I think you're going to find out. I think you're going to find out that, again, Marina wants a successful relationship. It's going to make her happy and feel very satisfied about her life. You got to just watch out for any type of blockages or resistance that you may get, or any type of temptation that may come in between the two of you. Because if there's some type of temptation that comes up there in between the two of you, that's not going to be good. And that's where the trouble may grow or go or come from, right? But I am willing to say that I think you can handle that. I think you can handle it. And I think she has the confidence to really get past any type of temptation, right? Just make sure you're the one who gets there first, and don't let somebody else get there first. Don't let somebody else talk to Marina or ask her out or take her somewhere first. Don't wait, basically. Usually I preach patience. Tonight, for this reading, I am preaching hurry. Do this quickly. Do not wait. Do not wait. Right? With the devil here, you have to weather the storm. And that's what this is all about, weathering the storm. So, like I said, the devil is going to throw temptations your way. It's going to throw resistance in your way. You just have to weather that storm and push forward, even through the snow and the heaviness, the heavy mountains and all that, the high, big mountains. Weather that storm. All right. That's what I get for you, Unstruck. Thank you so much again for donating. I appreciate it. Your generosity is greatly appreciated. Peanut butter. One of my favorites. No jelly, just peanut butter. So if you're here right now, please hit like. Please give me a like here on YouTube. If you're here at all. Yeah, that should be everybody. And if you are new here, then please subscribe and also click on the notification bell to get those notifications, because that is important. Get those notifications. You're very welcome. You are welcome, Unstruck, and thank you again. All right. Wheat tins. I came back. You want to know what's coming up for you in general. And, well, let us see. Let us see. Let's get out a deck that I never felt like I connected to this deck after I got it. And I really loved the deck. I was really happy getting it. I bought this one and Anna.K at the same time. And I had my other son and daughter-in-law and my other grandson living here at the time. This was right, maybe January-ish, maybe beginning. I guess it was beginning of February because I didn't do anything with tarot during January. Beginning of February, I bought this deck and I bought Anna.K. And I was taking some pictures of the Anna.K deck to make up like thumbnails and stuff for getting ready to start the show in March. And I took the picture. I went in here to the studio where I am now to upload the picture and start making something, and I forgot, and I left all of the cards sitting on a coffee table. And sure enough, my grandson, who was what was he, maybe 14 months, almost 15 months at the time, who had just learned how to walk like right a month and a half before, decided he wanted to play with Grandpa's new cards. And he got a hold of my Anna.K deck, and, well, at least a couple of the cards, and just crumpled them up as hard as he could. He didn't know any better, right? He had no clue. It was my own stupidity for leaving them there. And, you know, I just wasn't thinking because I'm not used to having little kids around. And sure enough, he did enough damage to a couple of the cards that I couldn't use my Anna.K deck. So, of course, right away that night, I ordered another Anna.K deck to come. But so now I have two of them. I have two. One has a couple. One has a couple cards that are slightly bent, but not terrible. But I also got this deck at the same time, and this is Tarot in Wonderland. And for some reason, I don't remember ever really connecting to it. But maybe it's because I don't use it enough. I don't know. Because now when I buy new decks, or when I get new decks like Light Seers, the Light Seers tarot that I use, this was donated to me. And the Lenormand deck, that was donated to me. And I have a list in the description of the show of decks that I want and how to find them if anybody's ever interested in donating a deck. But yeah, so maybe I should start using this deck more. So I think what's coming up for you, Wheatons, is I think there's somebody of authority coming into your life right now, and I think they're going to make things very good for you, actually. I think they're going to make you feel happy. I think they're going to make you feel good about your family life, about your home life, about family in general. And I think that's really good, right? I think that's going to be extremely good. This authority figure is probably somebody who is a family member who is going to tell you things about your family. And you're going to feel really good about it. You're going to be happy about it. And it's going to be cool. The Ace of Cups tells me that there is going to be some type of an emotional healing going on for you. And the Ace of Pentacles tells me that you are looking to grow something new, right? You have a new idea and you want to plant it. You want to plant it so that it grows. And you want that idea to grow. And sure enough, that's why you want to plant the Ace of Pentacles, to get that to grow. I think you need to work on your inner strength here in the near future. I think you need to write your inner strength, your confidence, your self-esteem, stuff like that. I think you're having a little bit of a problem with some of those things. And I think those are things you really want to work on. So that's what I see for you, Wheat Tins. And then we will do our Oracle card to see where we finish off with this. And it's all about loyalty, right? We kind of talked about that here when it came down to talking about family and someone who is of, an authority figure in family. And I think they are going to be very loyal to you, a very loyal person that will clue you in on family members and your family and make you feel really good about it. So that's what I'm getting. Mary Ellen Hughes, how are you? How's it going? Can you get a reading about your future love life? Sure. Just take a look down here, see what we got going on. Yeah, the cards look nice, don't they? They're beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful. They're colorful. They're wonderful. Kimbobulated stopped in for a moment. And it's also late, so you are off to bed. Have a good evening, Kimbobulated. Thank you. Peanut Butter, it's nice to have you here. If you have a question, just post it. I choose questions at random, so please feel free. You are welcome, Wheat Tins. You are very welcome. Bianca Garza, it's nice to have you here as well. So, Mary Ellen Hughes, what is going on with your future love life? What is happening? Yeah, this deck here that I'm using was donated to me by one of my very first moderators, the same one who bought me the Lenormand deck that we use for Wednesday night Lenormand readings. And this is a very beautiful deck too. Future love life. How much better could a future love life reading be when you have the lovers right in the middle of it all? So much goodness there. So, the Magician and the High Priestess together. How? That's craziness, right? The Magician says, have confidence. Take the initiative to move forward in your love life, right? Create what you want to create out of it. Make what you want for yourself in your love life. The High Priestess says, there's that air of mystery around everything, and use your intuition and you will figure out exactly who and what it is that you want in a relationship. The King of Pentacles, well, he is all about comfort and being sensible and feeling secure, right? He's very dependable. He has realistic expectations, and I think that's what you need too. Right? You can wish for whoever the most gorgeous guy in the world is to you. You can wish for that, but have real expectations that may not happen. Right? You have to be a little realistic. Don't get into a relationship where you feel like you're tied down. If you feel like you're stuck, then it's not really a relationship. It's a prison. Don't get stuck in something that you don't want to be in. If things don't feel right, if they don't look right, then they're not right. And guess what? Then that's when you get out. But right here in the middle, I see you making a love connection in the near future. Someone that you can call a friend, someone you can trust, and someone who you truly get that connection with. All right, Mary Ellen Hughes. That's what I get. Let's see what we get here with the Oracle cards. Oracle wise. There you go. Soulmates. Again, how much better could it be? You get the lovers, and then you get the Oracle card soulmates. There's a love reading if I ever heard one. Definitely. All right. I never really realized it, but every single one of these cards in this Oracle deck has a face in it. Difficult to see, yes, but it's there. If you look, there it is. Right? Because they are soulmates. Very cool. Good reading, Mary Ellen Hughes. Thank you. Definitely a good love reading, if I ever saw one. Georgia Peach. Georgia Peach, what is RS thinking in regards to you? So yeah, the Tarot in Wonderland and the Llewellyn Classic deck that I use also, they are both made by Barbara Moore. And then the Anna.K deck, of course, is made by Anna.K. I wrote to them. They both wrote me back very nice messages, thanked me for using their cards and you know, hoping that I get good readings with them and stuff like that. And you know, told me that you never know, they may stop into the show at one point. And yeah, I never know if they're watching or not watching. You don't know who comes in and out if you don't say anything. So maybe they just stop in and they just watch. And they just watch me read their cards. That would be a little interesting, wouldn't it? Hey, there's your card, Jesse Angel. See, that's what I wanted the Empress for you. What's RS thinking in regards to you, Georgia Peach? I think RS is thinking that you are very protective. You are very, very nurturing. You are so good to RS. I think RS is afraid that things are going to change. I think that's a problem, right? I think that's a real problem for RS. I think RS believes changes are coming and they're going to be big changes. And I don't think, that's not what they want because they're feeling protected and nurtured. But so this is really stressing them out. This is really stressing them out to the point where they don't really want to see what's going to happen in front of them. But if they would just take their hand away, they would realize that you want to start this relationship, right? You want to plant the seeds of the relationship so that the relationship will grow. It'll become something, right? And I think you want to go from, I think you guys are friends right now, and I think you want to be more than friends. And I think that's where we're showing here with the Ace of Rods, right? You're going from the friend zone to the relationship zone. So I definitely see that being a good thing. And if we take a look at our oracles, right? All about being the observer, right? You just have to watch for what is going on. And if you do, then you'll know to make sure to let RS know that things are not changing between you guys. Things are going to stay the same. Do not be afraid. And of course, there's the face in the moon. Not the moon face, but the other face in the back. It's very, very dim. Huh. I know. But it's there. Like it just doesn't care. So that's what I get for you, Georgia Peach. I have time for one more reading, unless I get donations in. There you go, Mary Ellen. Yeah, one of the best readings you've ever got. Excellent. I'm so glad. I am so happy. It always makes me feel good when people are happy with their readings. All right, so let's see. Let me go down here. Let me scroll real quick, close my eyes, and see what I land on. And I landed on Marissa. Marissa, you still around? I hope. Oh, Helene the poet, you're going to donate. Awesome. Excellent. I will stay around to do that. In the meantime, I'm just going to do a reading for Marissa. Good. I'm glad you're still around too. All right, so a general reading. This is the Llewellyn, the basic Llewellyn deck, which is really, basically, it is a Rider-Waite deck, just with updated pictures, right? The pictures are a little more up to date, a little more realistic, not so cartoonish as Rider-Waite. But I still use Rider-Waite as well. Rider-Waite's a great learning deck, but this was a great learning deck too, because like I said, it is very, very similar to Rider-Waite. So if you guys ever want to learn tarot, this is a wonderful deck for it. All right, general reading for you, Marissa. I think you are looking for something new to start, right? You're looking for a new adventure, a new start. You're very optimistic and you have a lot of potential, but things are moving extremely slowly. They really are moving extremely slowly. And you are, right? You're that little brave warrior who wants to be on an adventure. You want to go out and discover something and explore things, but you can't because things are going too slowly. Your horse won't move, right? Your horse isn't moving, and that's keeping you from being that explorer and going out there and finding things. You want to know, hey, what's that behind that rock? What's behind those bushes? Are those really bushes? Are they sheep? Green sheep? Who knows? You have to go search. You have to be brave. You have to be the warrior, the free spirit, right? The world tells me something that you have been doing is coming to an end, or did come to an end, and it's completed, and it was good. You achieved what you wanted to achieve, and everything was happy about it, and you found your purpose with it. You found a purpose all around it, and now I think it's time for that to end. Whatever you've completed will end, and now you have to start something new. And well, since there are no cards over here, what's coming new is up to you. You just have to make up whatever it is you want to make up and go from there. To go along with this, we will use that. And there you go. Just stay poised. Stay poised. And things will go perfectly fine. All right. And of course, somewhere in here, there is another face. Like I said, all these cards have a face. And there it is right there in the middle. Yep. Right on the dress. So, that's what I get for you, Marissa. Thank you so much. All right, Helene, thank you for your donation. I do appreciate it. I see your question here. And your question is, what's the energy around you and Sean? What is the energy around you and Sean? Thank you so much for being generous, Helene the Poet. Thank you for coming over from MPT's show. I appreciate that because it's always nice to have people from her show come here, and it's always nice when people from my show go to see her. We are very similar. We have very similar style shows. Of course, no two readers read the same, so we do read things a little differently, and that's okay. That's a great thing, actually, because then you get different opinions. When you go to both shows, you get a little different opinion about things, but some things we see exactly the same. But it's really nice to, to have that tarot BFF like I have with MPT. And that's why we do our shows so close together. I do mine, and then we have the intermission so that you can refresh your popcorn and get your soft drinks and get back to your seat just in time for the next show to start. Yeah. So what's coming up for you and Sean? All right, tell me this. I know I'm always going to ask. I'm only asking. Is there any chance at all that you could be pregnant, or that you are pregnant and you know you are? Just asking. Just a yes or no would be perfectly fine. I appreciate that. The King of Cups, of course, is telling me all about you are someone who is very emotionally balanced, right? You are sympathetic to other people. You're generous to people. You're generous to people, and I'm not thinking just money wise, but I'm thinking you're generous with them, like in an advisor type of role or a counselor type of role. You take time with people and you help them the best that you possibly can. I think that makes you feel very good. It makes you feel successful. It makes you feel confident. People recognize you for that, and they support you for that. The Empress is telling me that there is that chance that there could be pregnancy in your life. Either what I'm seeing for you and Sean. I think you and Sean's relationship is growing as well, right? So if it's not about pregnancy, and it may not be, it is all about growth. It's about that growth. And what else do you want to grow? But you want that relationship to grow. You want everything, right? You want it all to get bigger and bigger. I think attitudes have changed. I think ideas have changed, and I think everybody is starting to feel a little better. I think maybe you went through a rough patch recently, and I think the two of you changed your outlook on things. But now you're back, right? You're back on track. Again, things are growing. So I do see where you're back to being prosperous. And I do see where you are happy about your life and about your family and friends. And I think things are good for the two of you right now. Again, like I said, this little bit of a difficult patch. I think was all fixed by just changing your outlook on things a little bit, both of you, right? Not just one of you, because it takes two to fight and it takes two to have an issue. And I think if both of you changed your outlooks just a little bit, right? You go from here just looking a little differently. I think now you're looking at the same spot. Yeah, so that spot is right here, and that is all about growing the relationship. And I see where it does grow. I think things are going to grow very well. I think things are going to be really good. So let's see what we get here in the Oracle card wrap-up and see what you got. Meditation. And I think that'll help. I think that helps. Because I think in the quiet times of your life, in the quiet times of your day, when you are able to have some time to yourself that's quiet, which may not ever be, right? Sometimes it feels like it never ever is. I think you can do some real reflecting and some real soul searching and figure out exactly, okay, how do I keep this relationship being happy and prosperous so that we don't fall back into a rut where we have to change our, change the things that are going on in our lives. So I definitely see that, things are good. The energy around the two of you is really, really good. Like I said, do I see a little bit of a rough patch? Yeah, absolutely. Does everybody have a rough patch? Yeah, absolutely. So that's what I get for you. All right. Again, I do appreciate you being generous and sending a donation. And I hope you guys all enjoyed the show. I don't see anything else. I don't see any other donations coming in. My new tarot deck just got here while we were doing the show. So now I have to go out on the porch and go get it and find it. It's sitting out there somewhere. And we will move on from there. All right. I hope you all had a good night. Thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate it. Remember, this show is called Tarot Days and Nights, and I am here every single day, 11:30 a.m. and 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. And I will see you all tomorrow. Have a good night, and bye now.